Hi Pisces, we're jumping right into a reading today. We're going to start with an oracle card from the Healing with Angels Oracle deck, one of my oldest oracle decks. And we have new beginnings for you. I think I've gotten this possibly once already. New beginnings. All right, let's see what kind of new beginnings you have. It's a good time to have new beginnings, ending one year, beginning another year. Making plans for some changes, maybe a period of rest towards the end of the year, leading to something new and exciting for you. We'll see. This new beginning in this card, I don't know if it's ever struck me before, but she looks like she's an angel about to get married, like she's wearing something traditional. Flowers in her hair, and she's holding a bouquet of flowers. I've never noticed that before. Maybe a new beginning is a marriage or a wedding for some of you. All right, let's see what these cards have in store for you, Pisces. One more shuffle. Okay, we'll start there. So I've been doing these readings with this new deck called the Good Tarot deck, and it has paired so well with these Angel Oracle cards. And my intent was to just have something, I don't know, I guess the best way I can describe it is kind of angelic feeling and sort of healing when we're doing these readings. It just seemed like a good time to do something very focused on healing energy right as we're closing out a year. And so I think this is a really good pairing. This Good Tarot really is very angelic images here, as you can see with our first card, Three of Air. So the Three of Air is similar to the Three of Swords. And now, Three of Swords in a traditional deck like this, a more traditional deck, might speak of heartbreak. And you have next to this Three of Air, the Hanged Man. And that's traditional Hanged Man, right? I don't know if I'm getting heartbreak from this. I feel like I need to dig in a little bit more. But possibly you've made some sort of change or are approaching some sort of change, especially in light of this New Beginnings Oracle card. That's a little sad for you. I don't get any sensation of real heartbreak for you. Like nothing devastating is jumping out for me here. We've got a Six of Earth here in reverse, similar to Pentacles. I'm definitely going to need some clarification. So what I'm really getting, first of all, is we have a nice mix of reversal and uprights. I do read both. I think that they speak to the well-roundedness of a situation. I'm not looking for only positive messages or information here. Our lives are full of challenges and hurts and pain, and there's goodness in addressing those, acknowledging those, and finding ways to kind of grow from those experiences, evolve out of those experiences, heal from those experiences. And that's the whole purpose, the intention in this reading that I'm doing today. While I'm not getting a significant amount of heartbreak that's coming out of this card, this card is really your personal challenge that you're dealing with right now. You are dealing with some sort of personal challenge that does have a sad component to it. Not completely overwhelmed by this situation. I actually am getting more of not maybe a separation or breakup, but maybe feeling a little like a third wheel, like being really left out of a situation. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from this card at this point in time. And one of the things that's really drawing me to that sensation, that energy is, in this card, we're seeing this paired bird couple here, but then what's on the angel's wing is this lone bird, and her loneliness is really striking me, and that's the energy that's really coming through in the color and just the general energy of this card. So I do feel like there's a general sense of sadness, maybe a little bit of loneliness, feeling set apart in some way. I'm getting some clarifying cards on this Three of Air right now, and those are, we have the Devil, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay. So you're not seeing this the wrong way. I mean, you might truly be alone, and you're just really seeing and acknowledging your emotions for what they are. You're not feeling particularly fulfilled emotionally right now. And we have this Devil card here. So I'm really curious what the Devil is all about here for you. What is the Devil? Tell me more about the Devil. Tell me more about the Devil. There we go. Interesting. Temperance. Temperance is about a need for balance in your life, and that's paired with the Devil. Now, the Devil is not always a bad card. It doesn't mean you're being burdened by the actual devil. It often is a card that speaks about materialistic things, earthly things, things that really maybe are blocks in our way that maybe prevent us from being our best selves. Sometimes that might be an addiction of some type, or a focus that's a little bit too strong on something like money, or food, or isolating ourselves. It could even speak about toxic traits, personality characteristics or traits, habits that we have that can really be holding us back. When it's balanced here, interesting, I said balance. When it's balanced here with the Temperance card is asking you to bring more harmony and balance into the situation. What I'm seeing here is you do have a realistic grasp of the situation that you're in. You are lonely, you are feeling a little sad, and how you're bringing balance and harmony into your life. We'll read a little bit more and we'll see something here, but there's something in how you're managing this situation. It doesn't mean that it's toxic, it doesn't mean that it's horrible, but it means that maybe there's something that you could do to improve this situation for yourself. You may be getting caught up in old habits, or isolating yourself, keeping your, there may be something that's contributing to the loneliness that you're having that is somewhat within your own control. That's what I'm really feeling here when we have the Devil paired with Temperance. Now, for some of you, it could truly be a very difficult situation that is holding you back and is contributing to your loneliness. It could be something as significant as an addiction, right? That's the case for some people. But I think for a lot of people, it's very mild. It's really more of a personality characteristic that's not evil, but maybe is holding you back. And that could be something as like shyness. There's nothing wrong with shyness. Shyness is not of the devil, but it's acting like that inhibition in your life right now because it's holding you back from what you really want. That's how it's being reflected by these cards here. We have the Hangman here also in terms of relationships, and that's really seeing things from a new perspective. I think these are really tied together, and I think these colors, yes, the colors too, but these cards really are paired well together. You can see that they're going hand in hand just from the color alone and just the vibe of both cards. It's really asking you to see this particular situation that you're in. You are alone, you are feeling lonely, and it's asking you to kind of look at your life from a new perspective. What can you do? Let's get some more cards on what we can do to aid in seeing this from a new perspective. Oh, interesting. Interesting. These are all much harder, colder energies than I was expecting when it's coming into seeing this from a new perspective. But it may be asking you to lean into your intellect a little bit more. You're certainly very connected with your emotional side and that part of yourself. So maybe it's saying that that's a part of this equation that's already taken care of. And the way maybe you're needing to add balance to this equation is to bring a little bit more planned thought and logical approaches to this. You already, like I said, already have that emotional component, and maybe the emotional component is outweighing the other components right now, and it's really just telling you, there are logical approaches to not being lonely, and some of those things might be as simple as going out more, accepting the invitations to the parties if you're regularly saying no because you want to stay in, maybe pushing yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit. Another logical thing might be if you're, looking for a romantic partnership, maybe pursuing that through a dating app if that's for you, or maybe getting yourself out into the world a little bit more through volunteering, getting involved in some sort of activities that you really enjoy. And it may be uncomfortable to engage in those things, especially if you're doing it alone and you're already feeling lonely. That might feel really outside of your comfort zone. But I think what's being asked of you is to really see this from a new perspective, to really get out there. You need collaborations, you need other people in your life. If you have people in your life already, I'd say lean on those individuals. But really, in general, what I'm getting from these cards and this new perspective card is leaning into that thought, the real thinking process, like logically, what could you do? What could you do to solve this problem here? If it's a problem of loneliness, whatever kind of sadness, what can you do to pick yourself up? Actions that you can take. These exist within your mind. You certainly have a very, very sharp mind, and you're capable of making those decisions, thinking up many, many opportunities for you to get together with other people and do things in a way that might be helpful for this particular energy. I'm also getting the Hermit card here, which is just reinforcing this King of Swords energy for me. It's really about spending time in thought, logical thought. I do think you're spending a lot of time in your emotional energy right now, and you're really just needing to balance that out a little bit more. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with this energy at all. I actually get a very positive feeling from this energy in general. I'm just trying to provide, what I'm seeing here in the cards that might be able to give you some of that advice that can help just kind of move you into the next level in a very gentle, healing sort of way. Like a gentle nudge, not a push and not a criticism at all. So we have also here the Six of Earth in reverse. This is traditionally a Six of Pentacles card in a traditional deck. Six of Pentacles can often be a card associated with giving, receiving, generosity, a lot of that collaboration piece, right, that we also see here in the Three of Pentacles. It's kind of the doubling of the Three of Pentacles. This is a little bit more of the word is generally collaboration, I think of with this card, like a close group of people that you're getting together with. So you're definitely being encouraged to get out more into groups of people more. We have this Six of Earth card, and it's showing up in reverse. And it's in an area about what is holding you back. And I think what's holding you back is getting engaged with groups of people in a way that's fulfilling for you. So it's not that you're necessarily hermiting, isolating yourself, keeping yourself from the world in any way, but what you might be doing is not engaging with the world in activities that you actually enjoy. So part of this logic step, this high thought, high energy thinking step, might be really evaluating what it is that you enjoy out in the world that you could do and bring into your life to bring this 6 upright. I think that's really what it's saying, is that these are available to you and they're out there, and you just really need to either think of those things, seek out those things, and encourage yourself to step out of your comfort zone if it's an uncomfortable first, a first attempt at doing something like this. One of the things that I think about is, just off story, this is not a recommendation for you, but I'm personally a very homebody type of person. These are certainly messages I've given myself over the years to get out into the world more, try new things, experience new things, so that I'm not isolating, because I can certainly do that for myself. And I remember wanting to try CrossFit. This is many, many years ago, like a decade ago. And I was so scared because I was going by myself. I didn't have any friends that were doing anything like that. I was not in excellent shape. I was okay shape, but I really needed to get fit. And I was just so scared, but I really, really, really wanted to do it. And I tell you, I was scared for about 15 minutes until we really got started. And then it fled my body entirely. So if you're the type of person who's a little shy and wants to stay in your own little bubble a lot, although there's something that you really, really want to go out and do, I really encourage you to do that, because it will probably end up being better than you imagined. I'm also getting full support for the reading that we've had so far, the energy that I'm picking up when I look at this card, the Four of Fire. The Four of Fire card is comparable to the Commitment card in the traditional deck. It's the Four of Wands. So this is your area of life, what's really motivating you to make these changes, and might even be the crux of your loneliness. And for many of you, I feel that you want people in your life that feel committed to you, supported to you. In many cases, this could be seeking a romantic partnership, but it doesn't always have to be the case. I think for some people, you just want good friendships. You may be new to an area. You may have just not been involved or engaged in your community where you have really close friendships, and it's something that you want to build in your life. I feel that you just have maybe a little bit of a gap in the area of loving support that you really feel that you would desire and is motivating for you to make these changes. We have new beginnings here, so really you are being divinely inspired to make these changes, to go forward with these new beginnings. Let your mind go crazy with ideas of what you could possibly try it. Some of it might be scary, and some of it might not work out, but boy, it will certainly give you a memory, right? I just want to keep telling stories of things that I've gone out and done in the world. I've definitely forced myself to go out of my comfort zone. It's a habit that I have for myself. And I've had many, many failures as well, but all of them like hilarious in hindsight sort of memories. Okay, I've been looking for some clarification cards while I've been talking on this Fool card that we have here in reverse. The Fool card in reverse is not just a new beginning or being naive in a situation. It is a card that's really reflecting some sort of foolishness on your part. This isn't an area of where you get support from the world, and I feel like it's saying you're being a little bit foolish about getting support in the world, which is, again, it's just reiterating for me that maybe you're isolating a little bit too much. The clarification we got here is the Two of Cups in reversed and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So you're lacking in partnerships. You're lacking in this energy of feeling creative and ability to grow new things, have this strong creative energy about you. That's not coming through for you right now. And I think that that's simply because you're not engaging with the world. It's something that you desperately want, but you're not taking the action to actually make that happen and engaging with people in your life. It could be as simple as asking a coworker who you are interested in, and not necessarily romantically, but just, someone who you relate to. If you have a coworker you relate to, asking them out to coffee. If you are volunteering, I think, is a fantastic way to meet new people who might be like-minded. Joining groups, that do activities as a group that are kind of well vetted might be kind of a safe way to get out into the world and meet new people with like-minded interests. And if you're going out on a limb and trying something new that's totally new to you, generally those experiences very, very much welcome novices. I mean, somebody's always going to want to take that novice under their wing. In fact, I'd say you probably will get more attention and love and support from a group who's wanting to bring someone new into their their area of interest, their group. So I really encourage you to do this. This is all the vibes that I'm getting from this. We have the Patience card here with the number 14. The number 14 is especially standing out to me in this reading, and with this Patience card. And this is about the decision that you need to make. This is related to making these changes, and it's telling you to have patience with yourself, which is really the vibe and the energy I'm getting from this whole thing. Definitely have patience with yourself. You may not be running out next week to go completely try something off the beaten path for you that's really pushing you too far out of your comfort zone. Tiptoe if you need to, but just take some sort of action, and certainly don't feel discouraged if it's not working out, right away, or if it's not turning out for you quickly. If you're not having your for a fire moment within a couple of weeks, that's totally okay and normal. Be patient with yourself, be patient with these experiences. Try to be present in the moment with them so that you can enjoy them from what they are, and it will all unfold naturally for you. I really think that is true. The final outcome we have here is Six of Water in reverse. And this is also a card about partnering with other people. This is a card saying, if you don't make these changes, this is where we're going to land. If you don't make these changes, where we're going to land is in a situation where we're still feeling pretty lonely. If you see her there, how lonely she's feeling. You're going to be in a situation where you're still probably feeling pretty lonely, because people aren't going to just magically appear into your life. So you really need to take the action that's reflected in these cards. Like, we see the emotion. We've already talked about you having that emotional component. So now the thing that you really need to bring into this whole equation is planning and action. And without planning and action, nothing is going to change. I mean, we know that to be true. You don't need me to tell you that. But with this planning and action change, patience with yourself, moving out into the world a little bit more, striving towards these new beginnings, I really see some wonderful, wonderful collaborative partnerships, and, truly this wish fulfillment card here. the commitments that you're looking for, those friendships, partnerships, love relationships, whatever they are that you're looking for, those are out there and they're available to you. You just need to go out and get them. So I'm going to leave this here. Thank you very much for joining me today, Pisces. If you enjoyed this reading in any way, I would appreciate a like or subscribe. Thank you.